All right, clap it up, ladies and gentlemen. Clap it up. Clap it up, man. Oh man, welcome to the live audience, man, and welcome to another episode of You Hate to See It, where we talk about all the shows you love and hate to see. As always, I'm KP, and I'm joined by two experts in the field. I'm joined by our master of hate, Chief Hater, D. Wild. What's up, brother?
Yes, sir, man. Y'all love to see me. They hate to see me, man. Dr. Hate, ready for business.
Yes, sir. Talking. And we got the Magic Man, Mikey Dimes, in the building. What's happening, my dog?
What's good, everybody? I didn't think this PhD in Game of Thrones would pay off, but here I am.
Here we motherfucking are.
Yeah, probably don't pay off anywhere else.
Literally, only podcasting and journalism. That's it. That's it.
Dying breeds, man.
And TikTok, I guess. So, hey, you know. But we're back with another episode. We're talking about not the best show, the second best show there ever was. We talking about House of the Dragon episode 2. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it, man. Oh yeah,
Let's
also before
it,
we get into it, we are on YouTube. We got video now, and they looking good. They looking good. The views are piling in. I mean, damn. We damn near famous at this point. So yo, keep running them views up, like and subscribe.
Follow us on all the mediums, man. All the social mediums. We getting up there. Keep thugging with us. We getting better.
Facts, man. We getting better every episode, man. That's IG, that's YouTube, all of the above, man. All of the above. That's just 2, but all of the above. But yeah, let's get into it, man. You know, episode 2. This is what the people wanted, man. And then, you know, they said we wanted character development. They said the time jumps was too much. They said we want to slow it down, get that Game of Thrones pace. So I'm gonna swing it over to you, Dante, Master of Hate. What you got to say, my brother?
Hey, man, I'm coming to get it off my chest. Look, fuck the slow burn, bruh. I'm riding with Aegon, nigga. You chop off my son's head, we crashing out. Fuck all this talking bullshit. Fuck all this planning. My son get decapitated, bruh. I'm crashing out, bruh. Nigga should have dragoned up and burnt the castle or something, bruh. Like, come on, bruh. You have a dragon. You should have crashed out.
They got dragons too.
Hey, mine are bigger.
Oh, brother. Hey, man. All right, Mike. What you think about this first
out
episode?
Time and they just I just expected a crash out. Shit, we expected 2 crash outs. It's back-to-back episodes. Rhaenyra's son gets killed, no crash out. Fucking Aegon's son gets killed, no crash out. I was like, damn, niggas, bro, these niggas really got erectile dysfunction out here just not finishing, bro.
Hey, Mike, I'm gonna let you handle this. I'm gonna let you handle this.
Hey, man. I'll say I was a little let down by this episode.
Wow.
To be honest,
wow.
And I think that's just the I'm just being spoiled. There were a lot of aspects of this episode that I liked, but I think I was just too high from the opening to this one. I know they're moving the chess pieces, they're setting the board, they're ready, they're putting all the pieces in place. So I just know that they're getting ready for more things. There were definitely nuggets in this episode that I was like, all right, yeah, this is fire. But I mean, what can you really expect from the second episode of a season? You know what I mean? So.
Hey, man, if there ain't a minimum of 3 battle eps in this season, it's a failure. All right, that's all I'm gonna say. It's a whole war, bruh. And we ain't talking about low budget season 1, season 2 Thrones where they was doing off screen battles. No, these niggas have 200, 300 mil per season that they can invest in this shit, bruh. I need at least 3 battles. It's crash out time. Let's crash out, bruh.
What's crazy is that they got all this money for Game of Thrones and still got terrible wigs.
Hey, man.
No one lay a wig for real. Like, who they hiring, bro?
Hey, they doing this shit in Europe, bro. They didn't got no real folks do it.
Right, man. When we get the Black Man watch, we can discuss that a little bit.
Hey, man, them dreads look fake as hell too.
Hey, man. All right, so I guess I'm the only one. Look, I'm not gonna say this was my favorite episode, even though that is what I'm hearing from some highly trusted sources. I'm hearing this is the best episode of House of the Dragon yet,
I've
because
heard
this is
that.
what people been waiting on,
Wrong.
man.
I disrespectfully disagree.
Look, man. Look, man. Hey, when season
It
one
wasn't
aired,
a bad episode. It's just I wanted them niggas to crash out.
he did crash out. Hey, first of all, I didn't even want to address this yet, but if putting Criston Cole as your hand of the king is not crashing out, then I don't know what is. Nigga.
That's
Yeah,
just
man, that's pretty bad.
poor decision making. That's not
Crash out. That's
Hey,
pretty bad.
he sent Eric to go crash out, but don't worry, we'll get to
Yeah,
it.
that was. Oh, brother.
You can't crash out as the king just yet, bro. Send some dummies. Come on, man. Like, you trying to die episode 2? Like, chill.
He got
chill.
Aemon right there. Aemon over there just curled up with his MILF, bruh. Instead of riding the biggest dragon in the world, drop a nuke, bruh. Press the button. Press the button.
Oh my god, this man
Dante would be a terrible ruler.
This man want the button pushed in episode 2 is nuts.
Yeah,
But
that's
okay.
nuts.
Right. They say, call me Magor, bruh. Goddamn, press the button.
Dante the Cruel.
That's crazy. All right, so aftermath of Blood and Cheese, everybody is running around the Red Keep screaming, ah, ah, ah. Aegon is fucking up the Lego set that Viserys spent decades building, piecing together
work. Like,
with
that's
the help
crazy,
of
bro.
the stonemasons. Just like, ah, man. But I mean, it's understandable because your son did get his head chopped off in his own crib. So, that's actually a pretty reasonable reaction, if you ask me.
It was.
I mean, yeah, to break some shit. Yeah, that was a pretty reasonable reaction. I mean,
it's cathartic. It's therapeutic.
He also kind of built it up. Like, you could tell you knew something was going to happen just because in the first episode, like, we haven't seen Jacaerys we haven't seen Jacaerys at all. And all of a sudden, this nigga's bringing him to a small council meeting. Like, something's up. So, but I think that itself shows that, all right, he's trying to be the dad that Viserys obviously wasn't to him. So his like reaction, it kind of in a way gives Aegon more depth in a sense.
Oh,
so.
for sure. Hey, look, he loved his son. He went through an emotional roller coaster this episode, man. And
is Aegon a good dad? Like, should we? I was like, where are we rating him on the dad scale? If we were giving him a letter grade, like, I was like, I don't know, man. He built some goodwill with me this one. I thought he was a F- dad before, but he's I'm seeing solid C+ territory, bruh.
Hey, he a R for rapist, man. Come on.
I gotta see more tape. I ain't saying all that.
He's man wilding, man. This man, that's why this man Dante is Team Green. You heard it here first, everybody. This man want to crash out.
I just want some action, bruh. Hey, man, call me Team Daemon. Hey, call me Team Daemon. We got a third option now, bruh.
All right, so this was a very heavy character development episode. So yeah, like you said, Aegon, he's going through the stages of grief, man. He's lashing out. He's crying later on in the episode. So yeah, we get to see them color in his character a little bit, which is always good if you ask me.
Yeah.
So Otto has the genius idea to use this as a PR moment. I didn't know Otto was Olivia Pope like that, but he's like, hey man, let's have this public funeral. Let's curry some favor with the small folk. And so what y'all think about this kind of this plan to do this? Aegon was resistant at first. He's got Alicent and Helena on the back of the carriage. Like, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of sick, but hey, it's a good plan if you ask me.
Hey,
I think it's a good plan. I think Otto is currently the only man on Team Green that has his head on straight, to be honest. Everyone else is acting rash. Everyone else wants to, just no one's thinking. That's the problem. And I agree. I think that even though it is kind of fucked up to send Helena out there after just experiencing her trauma, and I'm pretty sure she has a vision while she's out there during the funeral, but for what it's worth, I think it is a good idea.
Yeah.
Right, man. Great It was a great move, man. That's a political chess move. Like if you're looking for a chief of staff right there, Otto doing a good job right there. Like I really hate that nigga, but that was a great move, bro.
This is a good
He,
Otto
he's
episode,
one
man.
cold
It's a great
motherfucker.
Otto episode.
Like imagine that's his great grandson there. That's his
Yeah.
great grandson right there that got decapitated. Nigga didn't even flinch, bro. He's like, now he's like, hey, we can use this. He just bought us more than 1,000 soldiers in battle. I was like, damn, nigga, that's my son. Like, damn.
Yeah, he said, hey, don't get it fucked up. I'm sad too.
Wink, wink. Like, that nigga did not give one flying fuck, bro. Not a single tear was shed.
Hey.
He didn't waste no time in capitalizing on this PR stunt, and it was a good move. I really liked the scene with Helena and Allison, like when Allison's going up to her and like telling her we got to do it. She's just like, I don't want to. And she's like, well, it's our duty. And that shit.
Yeah. What she wanted is of no consequence.
Yeah, like, what you want is no consequence. It really sucks. And she's, heavy autistic, bro. So I could imagine all of that. Like she's very far on the spectrum. So all of that stimulus with like the people rushing the crowd and everything.
Yeah.
Gotta be.
No, see, season 1, it kind of reminded me of The Crown. House of the Dragon kind of reminded me of The Crown, with how it was just kind of like an overview with like some like deep character dives of just like how royal life works, just because we were just mainly focused on the royal Targaryen family. And this episode kind of brought The Crown vibes back. So you kind of see how it's all about keeping up the appearance, like how it's all about appearing royal, how it's all about kind of getting the sentiment and the favor of the small folk.
The people.
So I thought that was really cool.
Like, I'm not trying to appear weak, and Otto's like, you're already weak.
Bro, everyone thinks
facts.
that.
You don't have the dragon pig blown up on you, like you don't have you don't had your son killed under your own eyes. Like they think you're weak.
Hey, was it just me, or did y'all think that the baby's head was gonna fall off?
I did too, bro. They hit that bump in the road, and I literally said, I was like, oh, that would be some great TV if that shit rolled off.
That's crazy. Yeah, that was pretty gruesome. That was pretty
insane. It hit that bump, it got stuck. I was like, oh, it's falling off, and it didn't. I was like, damn, they missed the opportunity right there.
No, that shit would have been fucking insane.
Facts, but again, I think we're just sometimes like Thrones has built up a reputation for it that's so bad we got to expect true sicko shit at every corner. Bro.
Expect the worst, hope for the best, but actually hope for the worst as well.
Yeah, literally.
All right,
it makes for great TV.
So after the funeral, we get a brief encounter between Helena and Aegon. She's going up the stairs, he's going down, and they don't speak. And that's like just a sad kind of damn type of moment.
If we was given, so I gave that nigga what, a C plus for dad. That's an F- husband though, right there. Like we realize it's been like 2 days, and that's the first time he's even seen her, bruh. And she's over here mourning with this shit. They're just cleaning out the bedroom, right, and everything. Like he hasn't said a word to her, and then he sees her and just looks at her and storms off. And you see like how that kind of is gut wrenching for her in that moment as she just like storms up runs up the stairs right after that.
Yeah, man, she's isolated, man. Like her mom won't take her side. She's like, nah, get your ass on this carriage. Aegon ain't got nothing for her, man.
But then you go to the later in the scene when Aegon's just crying in his room. His mom walks in, looks at his ass, and then walks out. And I was like, damn, both of them are just fucking depressed alone. Like, shouldn't they be there for each other? Instead, they just taking it, alone.
Dysfunctional family shit, man. Damn. All right, so we switch over to Dragonstone, and we got Rhaenyra with her war council. And there's breaking news. Apparently, they going through the streets saying that you murdered Jaehaerys, Rhaenyra. And Rhaenyra's like, what? Me? Couldn't be.
What? Me? Hey, she playing this like holier than thou role. She need to come. I was like, come on, it's war.
Nah, I don't think Rhaenyra. That's not her MO, man.
Yeah, I don't think
she ain't gonna just murder her nephew. He's not gonna just murder her nephew in the middle of the night.
Murder her husband.
I don't think he's murdered, but he might be
I'm just
murdered.
saying. It's like
He's alive.
everybody.
Let's say
I mean,
I don't.
the
I
audience
don't
knows
think he.
that, but the streets believe that she murdered her husband. So I'm saying, from that standpoint,
Man,
is this feel far fetched from the
no.
character?
Hey, the streets think that Carl killed Rhaenyra. They don't think Rhaenyra did it.
Come on now, bro. I was like, come on now. Every
Hey,
noble in there believes that she was murdered, that she got that nigga off. They had a shotgun wedding right afterwards, bro.
hey, you hear Green Tay, man. You see
Yeah,
this.
man.
God, we
Green
all hearing
Tay.
this.
Green Tay.
We all hearing
I
this.
loved in the War Council though, right there. Rhaenys wasn't buying none of that shit. She was locked in on Daemon. Like, I love Rhaenys and Daemon. Anytime they're in a scene together, because she was locked
funny.
in, just hawking down that nigga. Like, she knew he had everything to do with that, and he's just over there kind of smug.
Did y'all peep?
That scene. That scene was powerful just because you could everything. Everything that wasn't said was what you had to pay attention to. Like, there was so much power in Damon's silence, and just like the part I love the most is when, like, Rhaenyra's like, she kind of looks like Daemon, like, come on, you hear what these people are saying, and like has that kind of face like, oh nigga, what did you do? What did you do?
Yeah.
Like a sad mom.
Yeah.
What did you do this time, bruh?
I heard Jason Concepcion say on the podcast this morning. He said, "You know something is up when Damon's not making like slick remarks in the War Council or just like popping off or some shit." So he was just sitting there quiet, just letting people talk. Everybody knew like this nigga was up to something.
This nigga's quiet, and he did something
to do with it when he's too quiet.
Yep, exactly. So that leads us to the next scene. Rhaenyra kind of takes him aside, and the two have it out. It's Emma Darcy versus Matt Smith. They yelling, Matt Smith getting angry, and this is motherfucking acting, man. That's the Emmy reel right there so far. But then, what y'all think about this scene, man? They really had it out. They aired all the dirty laundry. I mean, shit. What y'all think?
Yeah, I love this scene because, like Viserys says, like Rhaenyra and Daemon are one and the same. They both got the blood of the dragon in them. I literally thought I saw a meme. It was the Tywin meme when he was talking to Arya and Harrenhal. He was like, "Easy, I like you,
be careful,
relax." So that's kind of how I felt. Like, Daemon, I like the fire, but I'm gonna need you to calm down when you talk to the queen for real, for real. She really does bring up some valid points. Like, if on the outside look, I feel like we kind of know. Per me personally, I don't think Daemon really. He might have had like an inkling of maybe wanting the crown, but to a certain point, I think he kind of realized like the crown wouldn't really suit him well. And I think, at least from my opinion, I think we kind of know that he is doing all he can because he makes good points. He's like, I'm the one raising an army in your name to send to Harrenhal. I'm doing all this for you. Like, why? If I wanted the crown at this point, don't you think I could have already taken it to a point? So. I think it is, but again, Rhaenyra makes great points because the reason why you weren't named heir is because you can't be trusted. You are too irrational. You act just strictly off the top of your head. Like, that shit isn't going to play. So I need you to accept me as your queen or get the fuck out. So I love that scene.
Yeah, it was great to just see the growth in both of them because I think you really see it here. Like, they were very similar as you watch the first season and as they grow up, but like Rhaenyra grew up and she grew out of that shit, right? And Daemon just never does, right? She matured, she's shown restraint, she's shown, solid judgment, and he's just the crass out nigga, which makes for good TV. But I was like,
but not for a king consort,
right? I was like, makes for good TV, but probably doesn't make for a good ruler. So I think that really head to head is really important, and you see that, like, even though Daemon says he's like, you're the queen or whatever, he never truly sees her as like above him, like, right? He always at least sees her at a
I can see that.
Right? He's like, you can't be over here commanding me, even with the way he commands Rhaenys and everything. He kind of runs around like he's in charge, right? And Rhaenyra checks him this time, and he doesn't like that shit, right? So he, storms off like he does. But like, as they're having that head to head, it's just, I think Emma Darcy really holds her own, but there are some moments in it that are like really scary, just her being a woman in that, as like, hey, when he like steps forward and she like jumps and takes a step back, right? When he storms off and slams the door and you see her visibly shudder, like there are some physical moments where she's like, he could have killed her, right? Or like she's really got some fear of him because we didn't even talk about it last season, but he choked her ass out.
Yeah, he did.
And I was like, our last episode, I was like, he choked her ass out. So it's like, there's some genuine fear in there that's like kind of scary, right? And that really shows you that like even the people closest to Daemon are not safe from him being crazy, and that just further amplifies that he can't be trusted.
Yeah, hey man, it's a tough look for Daemon, man. We all love Daemon. He's electric. He's high quality TV every time. But I mean, you can't just be going out here killing babies, fam. You can't, because then you get into the Joffrey zone, and nobody wants to be in the Joffrey zone. Now, even Aegon not even in that Joffrey zone.
I was like, Aegon not even in there. Hey, bro, I'm gonna come clean. Like I was on here last step saying bad plan. Like right, I was primary advocate. I was over here raising my hand. I was like, hey, bad plan, bad direction. Like poor coaching job. Didn't read the scouting report. Right, like just. Like, come on.
I kind of like how Daemon tries to play it off like it's a mistake. He is like, it was a mistake. It's like, well, no fucking shit, it was a mistake. But what exactly did you tell these two assassins? And he clearly left it very vague. It was like, hey, man, I said a son for a son. And, I mean, again, in Rhaenyra, again, I love this scene because like everything Rhaenyra is feeling in this scene is so valid. Yeah. It's like you don't care about my position or how vulnerable you leave me open. All you care about is yourself and your vengeance, and not the big picture. And it's like that kind of opened my eyes to more so. Like I love Daemon. He's what Team Black needs to a point, but it's like also to a point. Like, are you going to do more harm than good?
Yeah, I mean, think about like. That's the thing, though. Like, Rhaenyra needs him, too. So, like, they're having this head-to-head, and I think Rhaenyra has some really valid points, and, like, those things that she said needed to be said, right? And they really cleared the air. But once he leaves, you realize, like, hey, man, this is, without Daemon on their side, this is an unwinnable war. Like, it might be a 4-0 sweep, right? Without Daemon, right? Because you got Caraxes, which is, arguably their strongest dragon, right? Meleys is pretty fucking fine, but Caraxes might have Meleys beat. So, right, that's their strongest dragon.
Caraxes is the most, he has the most experience when it comes to wartime.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, and probably their most talented swordsman, right?
Yeah, that's sword.
They also lost one this ep too, so like now they down even more. So like,
I gotta see what Jace is on. I ain't seen him swing a sword in a minute, but I gotta see what this nigga's on. He better be nice, man. That's all I'm saying.
We saw him. He was bullying Luke on the sand, so that was about it, man.
Hey, yeah, we got to see what Jace is about. But yeah, Daemon, man, maybe it's good for them to get a little space. Daemon just needs to go his own way. I mean, I don't think he's gonna join Team Green. Like, he's not gonna betray Rhaenyra. But you just got to kind of let him cook in his own way, and just assume that what he's doing in some way will help you.
I mean, when he takes Harrenhal, everything will be forgiven. So,
hey, we got to assume that's where he's going. So, hey, let's see.
Yeah.
Speaking of the young boy Jace, he gets a quick character development scene with Baela. See them kind of growing closer. I mean, they already have a pretty close relationship. This is the future king and queen of Westeros if all things go as planned for Team Green. So, did this scene do anything for y'all? Just some dad issues type vibes. Pretty par for the course.
The only thing that I really got from this scene is that Jace knows he's a bastard. Baela knows he's a bastard, and he kind of just accepts it at this point, and it doesn't really matter because he's still the named heir. That's really what I took away from this scene.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of took that they're on that level to where they can just kind of talk openly about, hey, you a bastard, right? Or that ain't your daddy, right?
Yeah.
Like nothing. Like my uncle.
That shows their connection. It's like a mutual respect, right? and seeing that dynamic where like while he's talking to her, she's over there firing up the crossbow, right?
Yeah.
She's ready to ride out on Moon Dancer, right? So like you see her as like such an equal kind of made after more in the image of Rhaenyra, right? In terms of like she's trying to be a kind of strong character and taking in the fact that she's not just a kind of woman that's behind the scenes playing. She's about that action in the field. She's a dragon rider. She's a warrior too.
Also, Moon Dancer is a strange name for a dragon. Was Moon Dancer like a wild dragon? Like obviously they're all wild, but like Moon Dancer isn't like a typical Valyrian name. You know what I mean? That's a strange name. I feel like for a dragon.
I think she named it.
Yeah, I think she named it, and because she was the one who got one as a baby.
Yeah, her egg.
Oh, true.
Her egg hatched.
True.
It was
hey, it's a fire name though.
Yeah, Moon Dancer.
I guess the Valarians have a different way of naming. I mean, Sea Smoke is not typical.
Sea Smoke, fucking exactly. So they got a cool one.
Yeah, fast. I ain't really all with all that Targaryen history and all them X's and Meraxes, Caraxes, Tyraxes type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Arax.
Just give me a cool name, nigga. You know
Cyrax.
Cyrax. Like, come on, bro.
Dang, I need a meme of Jace and Baela talking, and Baela like, you were supposed to be black, right? I might have to make that. All right, so hey, bam, hold on, man. We got some new characters, man. So hey, let's get into these motherfucking new characters, man. Starting off, we got Black Man Watch. Black man.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, I called it, bruh. I called it last ep. I said this nigga was going to be flying a dragon. So he's definitely one of Corlys's bastards, right? That's what we thinking?
Whoa, damn.
Whoa. Wait.
I'm just
you think of that?
You think Corlys cheated?
Where did the Black Man from?
You think Corlys stepping down on Rhaenys?
I mean, hey, look, I love their dynamic, and it was funny to see, like, after having that Rhaenyra and Daemon confrontation, and then to have Corlys and Rhaenys just in the bed, bruh, just cuddled up, bruh, just like a pillow talking, bruh. I was like, dang, that's a nice, healthy interracial relationship right there.
The Greens are punching the sky. The Greens hate to see that.
I know, right? He's
So
like,
that scene was interesting to me.
Yeah, he's like, I enjoy being told what to do sometimes.
Hey.
That scene with Alan or whatever the dude that dreads, that scene intrigues me just because I assume that was sea smoke flying overhead, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if we can only presume that he would be riding sea smoke, then we can also assume that Laenor is dead. Because the dragon won't... I thought a dragon won't bind on another rider if their current rider's still alive.
I don't think that's true.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be.
I don't think Laenor is dead, but I guess that somehow he severed that bond or whatever, because they talked about it even in last season. Like, Sea Smoke would just hang out in Dragonstone or in Driftmark, right? Even though Laenor had pieced out. So
yeah, man. Hey, Laenor.
They might have papered over that in the lore. I don't know how they go about that in the book, but I don't give a fuck. Give me a new nigga around the dragon. Y'all think that nigga's Corlys's bastard? How else? He gotta be right of blood of Valyria, right? Is the thing, right? You gotta be blood of Valyria to be a dragon rider.
I don't think you necessarily have to be the blood of Valyria to ride a dragon.
Yeah, I don't know. We gonna see.
Everyone that we've ever seen in this show has been blood of Valyria to ride a dragon.
Hey, man. Hey, there's a first time for everything.
Have you seen them previews?
Hey, but yeah, hold on. What was I gonna say? All right, yeah. So the thing about Laenor, I don't subscribe to the idea that you have to die for your dragon to get used on somebody else. This nigga Laenor wanted to get out of town. You can't get out of town with a fucking dragon flying over you all the time. Like, just go do your thing. Sea Smoke understands. Everybody's like, nigga, that's Laenor. What are you talking about?
Nigga, all he has to, first of all, you're gonna leave if Laenor is alive, you're just gonna leave essentially a nuclear weapon to not use. Nigga, get on that dragon, fly high as shit, and just fly far away.
I mean, that wasn't
Then
the
you
plan,
never see
bro.
Rhaenyra again. You never see Sea Smoke again. But I'm not. I'd be damned if I give up my dragon. That's just
Hey,
me. I don't even if I gotta
Lenore.
pretend to be dead. I'm
Hey,
not giving my dragon up.
Hey, he had other priorities, clearly.
hey,
Clearly,
Mike
he's trying to
Loyal,
get D
man, he's not
down.
picking up his
That nigga,
dog, bro. Michael
that,
Loyal, he said he keeping the dog in the breakup, bro.
hey, that nigga cut the dreads. You think he won't give a fuck about the dragons? He just said,
Fuck,
fuck it, I'm going.
fuck the dreads. I'm taking Sea Smoke though, man. That's a fact.
Hey,
That's like the most powerful weapon in all the Seven Kingdoms. You just gonna leave it? Nah,
hey,
you crazy.
man. Hey, the
Hey,
things
man,
we
he
do
just
for
wanted
love.
that country. He just wanted that country life, man. He
The
just wanted
things
to.
we do for love. Hey, but no, Alan and Adam, they're gonna have roles to play. Adam, we saw sea smoke flying overhead. I mean, you can kind of guess. I don't want to spoil nothing, but you can kind of infer that there might be a little something going on there with Adam and Alan. But hey, Dante, I like where your head's at, man. That's all I'm gonna say. I
Hey,
like where
man,
your
I'm
head's
out here
at.
theory crafting, man. I was close on Baela. I thought they was gonna have her out here roaming the Vale. Instead, they got her. They got her being on an espionage mission to watch King's
Yeah.
Landing. So I was,
Yeah.
I was ballparked it.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. But I will say that Corliss ain't the only source of black people. We just gotta
Damn near.
Okay.
we just gotta we gotta assume that
Oh, it's Bayman's bastards.
we gotta
Oh.
assume that
Hey, Dante, you're right. You were close.
Like I said, I'm in
Nigga.
that ballpark. I mean, yeah, I don't think that ballpark.
hey, don't tell me Vayman was going on about them bastards when he had some at their crib.
Hey, man.
Hey.
We all know the Westerosi are a bunch of hypocrites, man.
Hey.
Big facts.
All right, let's get into Peasant Watch because we got some small folk, some common folk making their way around town.
Yes,
They said that we wasn't seeing the small folk. They said we weren't seeing that, so we got my man Hugh, and we got my lady Brothel Madam. I didn't get the name.
I guess folks, when folks was out here like, oh, we need small folks, I was like, what small folks were in the show? And I was like, oh, y'all missing the Stoops. That's what y'all are missing. That's what y'all are missing. We had Jay, we had Roz. I was like,
yeah, we need Roz. We need Roz back.
Great grandma 4 times removed, whatever.
Hugh was the smith that came and asked Aegon.
Hey, bro, can we get the cash up front, bro? Like, help me out. And then if you notice, his wife, his wife was in the crowd out there crying when they were doing the funeral procession and walking through the street. She was one of the folks out in the crowd. I caught that too as I watched, and I was like, she looked real familiar.
Yep. Heavy emphasis
after the episode as they were flashing through something.
There's heavy emphasis on like the small folk in these first 2 episodes and like swaying the minds and hearts of the people. Yeah. And even going back into the last 2 episodes of last season where they're all just trying to get their message out. They're trying to coordinate Aegon real quick, and they're all just trying to like get the people to their side right now, which is what you need.
It's like the calm before the storm, because even she said like she had to walk 2 hours just for chicken, and you know that the Valarians have. Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, damn, like for real.
That's like the Popeye sandwich,
and 3 times the price. Yeah, and like the Valarians they have their shipping lanes pretty much cut off. So I wonder, like, they really need the support of the small folk, because the first thing that's going to happen is if they're not happy, they're going to turn and mutiny, and then they're just going to sack the city from the inside out. You know what I mean? So
good strat. You ain't got to. If you starve out the population, they'll just kill them for you. They hoarding goats and they hoarding all that other shit for the dragons. So it's like, oh, they got meat in there, they got food in there.
2 hours for some chicken is crazy.
Yeah.
That's the Popeye sandwich that hit Westeros, that hit King's Landing.
But we not gonna slide over big mommy issues, Aemon, bruh.
Oh, we certainly.
Yeah, what's up with him, man?
This man was looking like Voldemort fresh out the pot.
Yeah, what's up with him, bro?
I thought he put some muscle on, boy. Sticking bones, bro. Just lanky, man.
Hey man, hey,
All limbs.
everybody needs someone to talk to, man, and dude, you can always look, man. There's guys. I done seen enough TV shows and motherfuckers that pay a prostitute to just sit there and be coddled, and he's just one of them niggas, man. Just one of them niggas with mommy issues.
Niggas be up in the strip club just having conversations, bro. All the time.
You don't get on these hoes. You embarrassing me, dog.
This is like a good callback.
You a prince.
This is a good callback to Game of Thrones when the Unsullied was out in Marine, just all lax, chilling with the hoes, getting their throat slit and shit. So hey, man, maybe
That's a different story.
Is it? I mean, they out here
they was out there
with the
getting their heads rubbed and shit.
We talking about a Targaryen prince versus some dude without a penis, bro.
They both got,
this is not the same shit. This is not the same.
Yes, it is.
He could get pussy anytime he wants. He can't get companionship that
They
easy.
both fucked up in the head with trauma.
I guess so, man.
Killing your nephew, and now everybody think you lit for it, and you really didn't mean to do that shit. Hey, man. He's
gonna get his comeuppance. You can't be a kinslayer.
Aemon got some issues, man. That's all that scene told me, is that this nigga has a weakness. So that's what we like to see. If Daemon can't be trusted, then Aemon is a simp. Hey, we gotta take what we can get. We gotta take what we can get.
It is
agreed.
Not as hard as he's putting the front up to be, and that's what we're showing. Like that's what we're seeing.
Yep, that's all everybody. He takes that eye patch off and then gets real soft. And hey, final new character. Actually, there was another new character, but I don't think they said his name, so we'll talk about him whenever they get to his name. But Darren motherfucking Targaryen is joining the show. Yeah. Otto said it. Otto said, "You have a son, Daemon, Darren." Just to make it clear that she had a son named Darren. So we will be getting Darren the Daring at some point this season, hopefully. So that'll be cool. He has a really cool blue dragon named Tessarion. And
that's a fire name.
That is a fire name. Hold up. They just had a nigga with a dragon. When they was counting dragons, they said they only had 3. So they didn't even count that. Does nobody know about this nigga is what I'm saying?
Hey,
hold
man.
on. That might be some retcon shit, because you can't bring him out and then be like, we got 3 dragons. What, Vhagar, Sunfire, and
Sunfire and
Dreamfire. The Syrian was the other one.
Dreamfire? What is Helena's?
Man, Dreamfire wasn't getting active. He ain't getting active.
I mean, but Helena got a dragon, so it's not like
they all got dragons. Shit.
I don't think Helena's fighting.
Helena's sitting her ass on the bench.
I don't think Helena's fighting.
Well, she got a panic attack just going through the crowd.
She still has a dragon.
She need to sit down.
Hey, literally, they all got him, man. That don't mean everybody got to fight. Joffrey got a dragon too. Shit.
Does Joffrey have a dragon?
Yeah. a little young Tyraxes.
Oh wow! Hey man.
Yeah, that's a fire name too.
They was doing that when Daemon was taking account of the dragons versus, on each side. He listed they had 3, and Helena was one of that 3 because it was
Dreamfire.
It was Aemon, Aegon, and Helena. That's it.
Hey, well, Helena is not getting active. I'll tell you that right now. Right now, so
yeah,
maybe they did retcon.
Definitely be a liability on the battlefield, from what I have seen.
Yeah, she ain't ready for that life. She ain't.
Hell no.
But all right, they was just hiding a nigga. Hey, bruh, we out here like Drake, bruh. I'm not hiding the world from my son.
You're hiding a dragon.
They was just hiding
a dragon from the world.
All right, hiding a dragon and a kid from the world, bruh. Crazy.
Damn, that's crazy. Hey, Criston Cole wouldn't fuck with Allison if she knew she had another one. Shit. Speaking of Criston Cole, I gotta ask, man, how high is he climbing up the fuckboy rankings in all of Game of Thrones history?
I'll say this. I will say this about Sir Criston fucking Cole. You got to put some respect on his name, because this nigga came from some squire to the hand of the king in 15, 20 years. Lord Baelish could only dream of doing that. And Lord Baelish played the game Peter Baelish played the game way better.
Hey, I'm gonna
No,
tell
maybe
you this
not.
though.
This nigga keeps falling upwards, bruh. Is all I'm saying. He murdered a nigga at a wedding and then got to stay on Kingsguard. Then then he killed a nigga in the small council meeting and got commander of the gold cloaks. And then
Kingsguard,
he fucking sends a dumb plan. He's like, yeah, bro, he's a twin. Like, you can just sneak in, right? Nobody will notice, right? And gets hand of
That
the
pissed
king
me
for
off.
it.
Damn, hey.
Hand of the king. I think that was just like such a gut, like just such a in the moment move by Aegon. I thought he was gonna give it to Aemond because he had talked about like in the last council meeting, like Aemond is my brother. He deserves to have a seat at the table in this meeting. So I was like, oh, he's gonna do what Viserys never did by making Daemon the hand. He made Aemond his hand, like right to have that strength there with him. But he's like, yeah, my hand is now a steel fist.
Hard.
It was a bar. But Criston Cole, he just keeps failing upwards, man.
He's been Tebow Westeros, man.
No cap. Hey, man. Hey, Cole hasn't done a single thing right in the whole show, and yet here he is, hand of the king. But I will say this:
then circles back on Alicent, bruh, and pipes it down. They get some aggressive sex, bruh.
Hey, Alicent's
Spins
throwing
the
that
block,
thing.
bruh. Real toxic relationship vibes.
Fact. Now, I will say this about the Littlefinger comparison, though. Peter Baelish was never the hand of the king, but he did have lands and titles. He had the veil. You can't have that if you're on the Kingsguard. So while hand of the king is cool, he's like a wartime kind of. He's a general. It's basically just like general status, if you ask me, because he ain't gonna be doing much ruling. I mean, like, what's this nigga about to do when people start asking for sheep and goats and shit? Like, Criston Cole don't know shit about shit, man. So he's just like Dante said, he's gonna be that steel fist, aka silver crash dummy. So I can't wait.
Silver crash dummy.
Yes, sir. All right, so let's talk about how he pulled up on Sir Art, because this motherfucker, you could
guiltier, holier than thou. Or
you feel me?
Like, bruh.
Like, I watched the Burlington bar reactions, and like, as soon as this nigga said, "Where were you when Jaehaerys was attacked?" or some shit,
nigga, where were you?
The whole bar just groaned, just like, just like everybody's sick of this nigga, dog. Like, fuck Criston Cole. I'm sick of this projecting ass shit. You talking about my man's fucking cape is dirty. Like, nigga, it's white. Of course it's dirty, nigga. There's no pavement.
Literally white.
There's literally no pavement out here, dog. It's all dirt roads. So what the fuck are you talking about, bruh?
Like, nigga, damn, I can't have breakfast, bro. Like, get off my dick, man.
But while the plan was dumb, it was dumb in a creative way. And that shit almost
dumb.
Nigga, how? That shit almost worked.
That shit almost worked. All right, look, if we're ranking, if we're ranking dumb plans in the Thrones verse, this one,
that shit way smarter.
Top five. I'm gonna come clean. Not top five.
This plan is way better than going up north to get a white, for sure.
Number one last episode. It's better than dumb plan to go steal a white and bring them to Cersei. I was like, so they've had some pretty dumb plans in the arc of the show.
If Daemon would have made this same plan yesterday and told Eric to go do this instead of blood and cheese, y'all been calling him a genius. And
this is dumb too. That's like Occam's. It's like Occam's razor. It's like, the most obvious answer is the answer. Obvious choice is the answer. I mean, first of all, why isn't Eric or whatever this fucking name is, either one of them? Why did they shave their heads or something, knowing that this could be a possibility?
They didn't think about that shit, bro. That shit was.
You didn't think about it.
Criston Cole was geeked up. He was like, man, it would be cool as fuck if this boy went over there to go kill Rhaenyra. Hey, bro, if Daemon would have brought Eric and linked up with the same rat catcher and said, go up there and kill Aemon, that shit would have been easy peasy, motherfucker.
Hey, I'm gonna come clean. That's a much better plan than sending blood and cheese to do it, which is why I said, if we're ranking dumb plans, not the worst we've seen on the Thrones verse, man.
Facts.
We've seen a lot dumber, and that shit almost worked, bro.
The plan just seemed too, it was too simple for it to work. You know what I mean? Like if it worked, I'd have been like, well, goddamn, I'll be damned. But that's just like, I don't know. It just feels like it's just too simple. Like obviously, that should be the first plan they should have worked out like a long time ago. Not at this point after 2 people died.
It's a very childish plan, but the fact that shit was so close to working, I got to give him some credit. Otto couldn't believe it.
Otto was like,
this is the funniest shit that Otto has ever done, man. Otto was just snapping on them boys because he was so sick of their bullshit, man. And
great Otto episode.
I saw that Aegon and Cole got compared to Jordan Poole and Kuzma in Washington.
That's a good,
I was like,
great cop.
That shit too accurate, man. Just some clowns running the show.
That whole scene, Otto's reaction was pretty much the audience reaction to that whole shit. Like, nigga, all right, and what does Sir Criston Cole fucking do? That's what I want. I was like, man, like you guys have no fucking clue. You insolent pups. You guys are just fucking throwing shit at the wall, hope it sticks. That's all it is.
Literally,
but spitballing and figuring out what works.
Yeah, man. So, all right. So let's talk a little bit about Otto, man. Because you imagine you're Otto Hightower, and you've been on this show since the very first episode. It's been about 30 motherfucking years. You was the hand to Jaehaerys. You were literally at the Great Council. You were the hand to Jaehaerys. You were the hand to Viserys. You finally have your grandson on the throne, just like you've been planning this whole time. And you get fired in 5 days.
Hey, man, he been fired twice, bro. I was like, not a good look for Otto, man.
Man, he finally had his puppet. But this motherfucker was just so dumb that it couldn't work. It's all because they didn't prepare him, man.
That's the thing. Like, that's like they for 10, 20 years, they knew that they were gonna do this to usurp the throne, and then never trained this nigga, never molded this nigga. They're like, all of a sudden, oh yeah, we need to be conscious and make him listen to my voice. Like, bro, where were you the last 10 years doing that? You should have been finessing him back then.
Yeah, but I mean, then that's treason because there's already an heir. So I mean, like, I get it, but at the same time, they could have done better. Like, you got to tell the nigga stop raping people at least, or stop jacking off out the window. Like, come on, gang. Like, this man had no home training. Stop going to the fighting pits and watching kids kill each other. Like, something, nigga. Like, nobody watching this nigga.
This scene was pretty much made clear, like we already knew, but this scene pretty much made clear to Otto, like, oh, I fucked up.
Yep.
That's like the whole vibe I got. I made a big mistake thinking. I think he was thinking I should have killed him a long time ago and installed Aemon. Instead of trying to prop up Aegon, I should have tried to prop up Aemon.
Damn, you saying he should have killed Aegon?
I ain't saying kill him, but like clearly like, Aegon's not the guy.
I mean, shit.
Aegon's not the guy.
He offered to run off, didn't he?
He did.
Should have let him go.
You should have let his ass go. Take your ass to Leeds. Take your ass to Valantis, nigga.
Please. And don't write.
Oh, and don't write. Damn. That's a good riddance.
Nah, for real. All right, man. So let's talk about the culmination of the bad plan that almost worked. Otto called it a prank.
That's exactly what it was. That's a great description. That's just like you really sign up on this fucking prank. This is crazy, bro.
No, Otto I'm gonna miss that. That dude has some creative ass insults, bro.
Nah, he be snapping, dude. The passive aggressive god.
Yeah. But I wish I could come back that quick with the clapbacks, bro. I probably wouldn't be married though.
I do love how like when he was trying to like give that speech to Aegon where he kind of reminisced on how Viserys was and just kind of gave him his flowers. Like,
yeah, why
don't you like have the decorum your father did, the grace, the ability to fucking think? And he was like, dignity. Damn, we really are, what do you say? We're the poorer for his loss. I'm like, yeah, that's crazy to think that you're poorer for Viserys the Peaceful being gone. So
yeah, I mean, but he was a judicious king. Say what you want, but with every decision, he weighed differing opinions. I think.
I mean, yeah, but he was a hoe.
Yes.
All due respect to Vizzy, man. You know, but hey, this nigga could have done a lot more. You know, hey. But hey,
he
it's
could have
all
done
good.
a lot
You're
more.
not wrong.
Hey, anybody better than Aegon? Well, not anybody, but a lot of people better than Aegon. So let's talk about Eric versus Ark, man. You know, the plan. This motherfucker just strolls right on up. There's like, I thought you was inside, player. And he was like, shit, I'm Eric. Like, let him in.
Open the gates. He's like, oh, all right, man.
You know, hey, so he's walking. He plays it real smooth. You know, he's lurking. He's hiding behind shit.
Oh yeah, as they hide in the columns, I said, "What is this spy ass shit they got in?"
Hey, he played it smooth, man. And finally, the moment comes. Actually, Massaria. We didn't even talk about Massaria, but she sees him walking up. I don't think she said anything. I thought she was, but they just kind of cut.
Yeah,
So,
what was that scene for? Like, why did we get the scene with her like recognizing him?
I feel like they
She
gave
didn't
her
do
too much
anything.
screen time for her to not be in the rest of the season. So I feel like she'll kind of come back as some kind of informant, some kind of master of whispers for Rhaenyra. She got way too much screen time in these first 2 episodes for us not to see her again.
Yeah, facts. And I don't think they were just trying to do her justice and send her off because fuck that.
Yeah, because fuck that. You could have just sent her off after her house was burned down.
Ain't nobody giving a fuck. Okay, but so Eric versus Ark, man. You know, they played it. He busts in the room. I didn't think it was gonna happen in Rhaenyra's bedroom. That was crazy. This motherfucker was really right there, and then twin comes in and they duke it out, and you really can't tell which twin is twin.
Who was who. I thought it was the one. I thought it was the one that got the cut on the leg. Was trying to defend Rhaenyra.
But they said that I was watching the House of Dragons build. They said they both suffered the same exact injuries, so it was purposeful that you can't tell. So they both got cut on the leg. If you go back and watch it, they both got cut on the arm. If you go back and watch it,
damn.
So at the end, like they legit can't tell who is who.
Like when I was watching that, I was thinking, whoever survives this, you have to kill the other twin anyway, because I wouldn't trust you to begin with.
He's gonna
So it's just an unfortunate situation that you guys just happen to be the most identical twins ever live.
Hey, low key, Mary Kate and Ashley probably could have got away with the same thing.
Hey, I saw a tweet. It was like Criston Cole asked Eric, "He's like, you ever seen Parent Trap?"
Facts. Hey.
That's just great.
He
really gave this Parent Trap that is planned.
Not the smartest plan, but not the dumbest plan we've ever seen.
Hey,
KP, you're right. If it would have worked, everyone would have been like, "Yeah, that's genius. That's genius."
Yeah.
But it was so dumb that it could work. That's the problem.
Where was the exit strategy, though? Is my thing. Like, had he been successfully
no
killed,
exit, nigga.
Exactly. That's what makes me even more mad. I'm glad you said that because Criston Cole really sent him to die.
Yeah.
So it's like, even if I did kill Rhaenyra, do you really think I'm gonna make it out of Dragonstone?
Yeah.
Like, just be famous.
Yeah. Like, man, nah. I would have went and
no.
snitched on his ass. Otto, guess what Criston Cole's doing?
Man, you got to go tell somebody with some sense. Mr. Hightower, Criston Cole trying to send me on a dummy mission.
Trying to send me to my death.
No, that shit was sad as fuck.
It was a great choreographed fight scene. Him, like, with I think it was Eric that was on Team Black that killed himself at the end there. Like, you know, and that was like some truly gut-wrenching
seppuku.
Having to kill your own brother, and then
your twin.
His twin. He was like, "We are one soul, two bodies." Like, you really felt that shit as he's over there, like, choking him out and everything. I'm like, "Damn, bro, choking out your own twin, bro." Like,
you don't have to do this, though. That's how I was saying.
Yeah,
you really don't have to do this.
Crazy emotional show to have, because it's like, you know, if anybody that's got brothers, like, you got to understand how tough that would be to actually do.
Hey, shit, right.
And your twin's another level.
Hey, Rhaenyra out here staging fake murders. She could have hooked them up. She was like, "Hey, y'all chill, man. I got y'all. Y'all get out of here. Go to Volantis. We can set it up.
Meet up with Laenor. He got a spot for you.
Hey, Laenor, just link up with my dog Laenor, man. You'll beat y'all up for a
Lay.
couple weeks.
We
till
don't
you get back on your feet. Yeah, that's what it should have done.
It was a gut wrenching and emotional scene, beautifully shot action scene. I love Claire Kilner, the director for this episode. I love when she does stuff. I think she really
dope.
just displays the passion and the emotion whenever we're directing the show. So I really felt like, that's a fight scene, but we feel like, the hurt that they're feeling as they're going through it, right?
Yeah.
She did the sex scene with Daemon and Rhaenyra as kids in the brothel house or whatever too. She did that episode. So I really like when Claire is on there as the director and listening to how she approaches kind of shooting those scenes.
Yeah, shout out to Claire.
So I think in the book, doesn't one Eric cut the other Eric's arm completely off? Or is that like one of the recounts of it?
Yeah, maybe. I know they both end up killing each other. I think in the book it's like they die at the same time on some dramatic
doubles.
I think they each strike the final blow at the same time.
Yeah,
I like how they did this on here because I feel like that would be kind of rare for them to both cut off each other's head at the same time. But I think Eric's reaction to killing his brother would be the realest reaction.
Yeah, like you kill your brother and then you can't live with yourself and you're just like, fuck this, I'm out. Like I think that's the most visceral reaction because you can't live with yourself. Like you literally killed half of your soul, right?
Yeah. And I fuck with that shit too because like they do that shit like all the time in Japan, like feudal Japan.
Exactly.
I saw that shit every damn episode in Shogun.
Every damn episode.
Yeah, like literally every episode is Shogun. Like, oh, guess I gotta kill myself.
Like, come on, bro. Not even yourself. You gotta kill your whole line, bro. Niggas is killing himself and his baby.
You feel me?
That's OD reaction. That's a very OD reaction.
Speaking out of tongue once, bro. He didn't even. And the thing is, like, he offered to do that shit too. Like the nigga didn't even command it, bro.
You don't gotta do this.
Life in prison for yourself or something. Damn. Like,
hey, bringing dishonor upon your house and your family. That shit used to hit different back in the day. Hey, but yeah, like just feudal dishonor type shit, man. I fuck with how that translates, across to like a different, even though it's fictional, just a different universe altogether. I fuck with that. I fuck with seppuku. Yeah. All right. So MVP of the episode. Who y'all got, man?
I got to give it to King Aegon, man.
Wow.
And the reason I'm giving it to King Aegon is simply I was not expecting. What is the actor's name?
Tom Glynn Carney.
Tom Glynn Carney.
Yeah.
I was not expecting what he's doing with Aegon. I think is just a master class because I wasn't expecting this. Mainly just because of the character Aegon, but the way he's portraying him and how he's going about it, it just works so well. And the more he's on screen, I actually want to see Aegon on screen more, to be honest, just because he's kind of grown on me. Like I don't think he's good king or good ruler or good guy, but I just think he's good television when he's on screen. So that's why I'm giving him my MVP.
Good TV. Hey man, I think I might have to go the Mr. Fail Upwards, Criston Cole, man.
Yeah.
He had a great game.
He orchestrated a semi-dumb plan that almost worked. Got himself to be handed the king, and then still got them draws at the end of the episode.
Crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
3 wins. That's 2-1 for the episode, right? That's, if we could say maybe a half, 2-1. But it's still an overall winning record for the episode. Like, come on.
Hey man, my MVP has got to go to Otto, man. Because
I knew you was gonna go that way. I wanted you to say it because I know you hate him the most.
Nah, I don't fuck with Otto at all, man. But I gotta give it to him, man. He was the only person on the green side. Even if he wasn't, like, he had a good plan with the funeral and all that stuff. And yeah, he is too slow to action. And yeah, he's just trying to bring back them Viserys days. And yeah, he's a shitty guy. We all know this. But this motherfucker brought the bars. He brought the comedy. This motherfucker was just so flabbergasted at what these niggas were saying. He's really the funniest part of the episode.
Real traditional Republican vibes, bro.
Yeah,
you're not ready for
real
Aegon
Mitt Romney.
Donald Trump shit. He was like, "No, we need to get back to our core American values type shit."
He's a real Mitt Romney vibe right there.
Yeah, man, that nigga Otto, man. Hey, he's free now. He's like, hey, fuck these little shits, man. I ain't fucking with these no more. I'm about to go play some golf in the in the old town. Yeah,
I didn't realize Otto was a second son either until last week.
Yep. His big brother running things down there. I think it's like Hobart Hightower.
Hobart Hightower. Well, because they're not gonna make the first son like leave the their
why not
historical seat unattended.
I bet if he was named Han, he'd leave.
I guess Lionel Strong did leave his family seat at Harrenhal.
Shit, Ned left Winterfell.
Okay,
y'all know how that is.
I guess you got a point. Yeah, don't know. Hey, nigga made a real good life for himself as a second son. Has no claim to nothing and was hand twice. Also got fired twice though. So.
Hey, sometimes it's just better that way, man. Just go off into the sunset. I don't want to see Otto ever again, honestly, unless this nigga was on the beach somewhere. Like,
you never want to see your MVP again, crazy.
Hey, fuck him. Hey, go to Dorne, get some of that Dornish red, that Arbor gold, and just chill out, bro. Just chill out. Go be mad somewhere else. But is there anything you guys are looking forward to next episode before we close out?
I think we're going to get our first dragon fight next episode. Not two dragons fighting, but I think we're going to see some dragon action. So.
Okay.
I need a battle. I'm telling you, they need to average a battle every 3 episodes. So episode 3 it is.
Okay, all right. In the preview, I saw somebody that I think might be somebody really cool named Bloody Ben. So hopefully that's him. Some Blackwoods and the Brackens action.
Nice.
Saying that
that's some real Westerosi beef right there. I need that lore. That's the lore we need.
Crash out kings right there. We getting the battle with the Brackens and the Blackwoods are in
real
there.
smoke.
I'm ready for that.
Real smoke. So you remember when Rhaenyra was on her little
on her tour? The 12-year-old.
Oh, it's that brother, that little dude.
That was Bracken.
Bracken.
Yeah. So the guy was a Blackwood, and the little kid was a Blackwood that killed the bigger kid.
Bracken.
And so Bloody Ben is that kid's son, and Bloody Ben is like about the same age, and real demon, demon. So I'm looking forward to seeing him. And I can't guarantee that next episode is like the big battle, but I think 4 is going to be like the first. Well, not the first, but I think 4 is.
Yeah, better send Baela and Rhaenys and start fucking shit up.
Yeah, I think 4 is going to be that first banger that we really get. So hang on, Dante. Nice. It's going to be okay, man.
I'm just saying. I just think you got to fit 3 battles. This is a war. You got to fit 3 battles in this. And this is supposed to be like a super bloody war. Not like a 5 Kings war, but like, come on.
Hey, you sounded real casual right now.
Do you know ball? Like, come on. We got a podcast.
We was just up here podcasting and talking. Look, one person got to be the voice of the people, right? And I'm Dr. Hate. I got to live up to it. I can't just come up here and be like, damn, that shit was great. It was solid TV, but they not getting above an 8 out of 10 for me on this episode, just because.
Hey, that's what I said. I said it was a good episode. I said it was a good episode. It wasn't my favorite. If I did give it, I'd probably give it like a 7.7.
Solid
7.7?
7.7 is tough. We still had a fight scene. I was like, we still had a fight scene.
Jeez.
At least I was like, we still had a fight scene. Come on.
I'm going.
And the plan was better than the first plan from last episode. Last episode, I was actually sick with that. Y'all didn't love it. I was sick. I was very adamant about how sick I was with the last 10 minutes of that episode.
Right, they were really on some bullshit, on some wet
really
bandit shit.
Dumb and Dumber to run a spy mission, bruh.
Hey, fast. At least
And
you're
then you
sending the
see, and then you
trained
see the dog
assassin.
out there being loyal as fuck after he kicked him too, and he's hanging,
Hey.
bruh.
And now we see after these two dummy missions, we see why the faceless men charge so much.
Real assassins cost money, bruh.
Facts, nah, that's they costing the grip, and apparently they ain't got that. Talk to the Iron Bank. But yeah, that was episode 2, man. I'm not as low on it as these guys. I give it about an 8.6, man. Like, that shit was straight. That's like a basic character development Thrones episode, man. 8.6.
It's solid, bruh. But
Yeah.
at some point we need to finish here, guys. There's only so much edging.
Hey, it's episode 2, bro. You trying to finish early? This nigga trying to finish too early, man. But hey,
Classic.
damn. Okay. Damn. All right. Until next week, man. We got a banger of an episode coming on Sunday, hopefully. But until then, it's been a pleasure talking Thrones with y'all boys. It's KP.
D-Wild.
Mikey Dimes.
And keep on hating and keep on watching this show because it's great. Until next week. Peace out, gang.